Hey everyone, welcome back. Just bear with me. This is the second time I'm recording this video. I just realized my audio got all screwed up because the video froze on me and then the audio just didn't match. So I'm doing it again. So today we are building in the new world that came with the Horse Ranch pack. Actually, I'll insert the picture here as a reference photo. I had a reference photo for this build, which I pretty much tried to get everything exact except for in the reference photo. There isn't the horse like area, but I added that, and then you'll tell throughout the build I just kind of added a little bit more landscaping because I just felt like it looked too plain. So I went a little more with the landscaping, and I added a little bit more decor on like the front decking area. To the side, I'll add like a barbecue and a table and stuff. But other than that, like the house, the colors, the structure, all that, I tried to get like almost exactly to the reference photo. So yeah, I don't normally do that. I don't really normally go off of a picture. I just kind of like go through what's in my head and just kind of just like go from there. That's why usually my builds are already built like structure wise, and then I just show you like decorating because I am just like figuring it out as I go and it takes me forever. But this time I did the reference photo, which the build was already built as you can see, but like again, the outside just takes me too long, and I just feel like it would make the video way too long because I overly clutter on the inside and stuff. So the inside for the speed build is just like enough as it is. So I figured you could just see what the outside looks like all together. But yeah, on the front of the build, you'll see there, like where that front window is on the bottom right here. That's actually a door that came with the new pack. And in the reference photo, the front window it looks exactly like that, but they didn't give us a window in the new pack with that. So I was trying to figure out like how to make that like barn door sliding like thing. And it's a little different, like the colors are a little different than the picture, but I just felt like that door like matched perfectly to how the picture was. And it just worked like really well. So I did that. I think I put the windows on first, and then I just put that door like right over the windows. So it's like kind of an opening with a door, and then the windows are kind of just like sitting in there. They're not like really like on the house, but I don't. It's not accessible anyway. Your Sims can't use it. And on the inside, when I put the living room over there, there'll be a table in front of those windows anyway. So your Sims wouldn't even be able to go out that door. At least I don't think so, because it's on a foundation. So it's really just for looks. But I just thought it looks really good, and I thought it matched the reference photo. So yeah, I just did that. But yeah, that's a door. That's not a window. um, but yeah, this is the outside. Like I said, I added the horse thing because with the new horse pack, I wanted you to be able to have a horse on this lot. I think every single build I built with the new pack included horses. The first build I did is such a massive build. It was on that 64 by 64 lot. I did record it, but I just didn't have it in me to edit the video, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to do a voiceover for it because this is actually like the first day in months that I've been able to kind of do a voiceover because I have the house to myself right now for a few hours, and it's quiet in here, so I'm able to do that. And I just felt like that build was just too much to do. So I'm going to do this one, and I am going to try to get one other build that I built. It's a smaller house. It's a smaller lot than this. I'm going to try to get those two voiced over, so at least I'll have two videos to post within the next, this week, next week, or, the week next week and the week after, whatever, however I post them. But yeah, I wanted to at least get two builds done with the new pack and show you guys and do a voiceover for those if I can. I'm hoping I can get the other voiceover done since this one messed up on me, but we're gonna try. But yeah, anyway, here I'm just kind of doing the landscaping, and I love that little debug item right there, that little like water spout that you could like put in the bucket. I just think that's so cute, and I think I've used that in all the builds so far. I love this pack. I love the items. I love the colors. I love the wood textures. I love the rusticness, like the rustic look. I love this new pack. It's like exactly what I've been looking for. I would love building like this. Farmhouses, they're just my favorite. I just think they're beautiful. So now that I can really build like ranches and stuff like that, and like, I mean, I know we have the cottage living pack, which which I love too, and I think they complement each other really well, these two packs. I just love all the new build by items that came with this pack, so I don't think I'm going to get bored of it anytime soon, and I think I'm going to be doing a lot more builds, especially in these styles, so yeah, I'm sorry. Not sorry, but yeah, if you get sick of seeing like ranch types builds or horse pack, um, yeah, I think I'm going to be doing them for a while now because I just love it. And I like horses. I used to love like horses when I was younger, and I used to have all those Briar horse stalls and stuff. Um, but I never really like went horseback riding like much, like I did with like the Girl Scouts or whatnot. But like I never really was like a very like into horseback riding. Like I never went a lot, or trained or however it is. But I do like horses. I love all animals. But I'll be honest, I was most excited for the baby goats and the baby like sheep in this pack. Like I was so excited. As soon as I saw those baby goats, I'm like, I don't care how much this pack costs. I'm getting it. Like I know that's crazy, but I love them. I think they're so freaking cute. Like they're adorable, and I just love when they hop around and they make little goat noises and little sheep, and I don't know. I just think they're absolutely adorable, and they were worth it just for me, in my opinion. And I don't think I've played a household yet where I didn't have them, because and I just buy a ton of them. Well, like I guess through the whatever it is on the gameplay, like I just get a ton of them because I just fill my farm up with them. I know it's crazy, but I just love bottle feeding them and all that. It's such a cute animation, and they're just adorable. They're just and I don't normally play with sound in my game either. I don't have my headphones on. But I put them on now because I just want to hear the little goats. I don't know if that's nuts, but they were like what got me into this pack. And don't get me wrong, I love the horses. I think they did a great job, and I like playing with them. I think they're beautiful, but I got it for the goats, and I'm glad I did. But I'm enjoying the horses. I'm enjoying the gameplay, and like I said, I'm very much enjoying these build buy items. But yeah, I talked it over. That was just like the outside decking. Like I said, the front I got as much close as I could to the reference photo, but the side I just added a grill and a little table just for like extra gameplay. But yeah, here I am working on the inside. And this is going to be the dining room. So I kind of like over there will be the entranceway. And then I just kind of did this like raised room for the dining room because I just thought it was nice, and it kind of split the build up because I didn't want it to be like a closed in build. Like I didn't want to close off the room, so I just used these beautiful like wood beams around and the wooden posts, and I just put that all over, and then I just opened up the room that way, so it like the kitchen and the dining room and the living room all just kind of flow together, but they are their own space at the same time. Um, and then here, that's the new. It's like a new chest. I don't know what you would call it, like a dining room like storage. Both these, or all three of these pieces in the table and actually everything's new from the new horse pack. But that top storage piece, we got those new plates with the pack that are like stackable, and I just love those. I love those for decor. So I love putting them in that little storage thing. So I stacked them up and I put them in there in the dining room, and then I added some of the coffee mugs from the was it the Everyday Clutter Kit? Yeah, I think so. Those coffee mugs came with. So I put those in there because I figured, like, in your dining room, like, I know in the kitchen, but I wanted to put them in there because I'm like, you can go in there and grab a plate or grab a coffee mug, like your sim. I just thought that was really nice, so I like doing that. And then over here, I had this tiny little space, so I just stuck it's like a new end table type of thing from the pack. And it just fit in that corner really well, so I did that. And then I was trying to stack these magazines up on it, but they just weren't sitting right on each other, and it didn't work. So I deleted them, and then I just put other like clutter up here. But I do love the new dining room tables and everything, and those chairs are beautiful. I love them. I love the swatches on them and the patterns. I think they're so cute. And I forgot my first build to use them. So when I was almost done building, I went back and went, oh, I forgot. I didn't know we had these chairs. So I went back and added those chairs into the first build, which is the big one. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to get to show you guys that one. If I ever get around to editing it, I will. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a voiceover. But I'll do what I can. And yeah, here we're moving on to the kitchen. And in the kitchen, I was having the hardest time with swatches. And you'll notice I use this blue swatch on the cabinets. I go back to it. I end up using the counters with that blue. But with the flooring, it looked weird because I wanted to use like that backsplash. I wanted to have like a feature wall with that wood that's a little bit more worn, and I really like the blue color. So I knew I wanted to use that, and I knew I wanted to use the blue cabinets to match. But the floor was just throwing me off, like that yellow like color. I don't know, it just looked weird. So you'll notice in the whole build, I go and change it all to a white wood floor. Just because I thought it looked better. And then there, I knew I wanted the stove to be in the middle of that wall, but it was awkward with like the cabinets. So I kind of just stuck cabinets next to it, but they're kind of glitching into the other ones. So they're probably not functional. But I just put a clutter on them and kind of blocked them off. But there's plenty of other counter space in this kitchen to use, so it's not a big deal. I just wanted that stove to be there in the center. I just thought it looked the best there. I just liked it there, so I had to figure out something to do. And then over here, I'm trying to do the overhead cabinets. These all came with the horse pack too. Um, it just looked so weird wrapped around the kitchen. Like I didn't like the way it looked, so I only put the upper cabinets on both of these side walls. And then next to the stove, you'll see I couldn't figure out what to do. I was trying to do like open shelving, and I was like, that doesn't look right. And then I was trying to do decor pieces, and those just didn't look right. So in the end, I decided to take those barrels. You'll see in a minute. They're from the cats and dogs pack, and they have like those open bottles in them. And I was trying to like, I was like, oh, maybe those look a little weird too. But then I thought, they could be like bottles of like oil or like cooking whatever that maybe your Sims used to cook with. So it kind of like it didn't look too bad. So these little open barrels that I have with like the glass bottles on them, I don't know. I think it turned out all right. And once I cluttered up the kitchen and filled it with everything, it just came out really cute. Um, so yeah, I ended up liking it in the end. And here I'm just throwing in a couple decor items on the back deck because I just thought it looked pretty empty, and I wanted to use the new items. Um, but yeah, I think the kitchen turned out to be pretty cute. I kind of like the way it came out. I think it came out nice. I think the colors just really worked. But yeah, here I'm just changing the top cabinets because they were like that brown swatch. And I don't know if it was me if I was using the wrong ones, but it wasn't matching the countertop brown. Because I think they matched the base color, so I I switched them to the blue to just kind of match the cabinets, and I just thought they really came out cute. Um, so yeah, I just think all the colors. I think the blue went really nice with the dark brown and the white floors. I think it just like matched together, and then I just put a ton of clutter in here because if you know me and you've watched my builds before, I over clutter everything, and I'm sorry, I can't help it. I just love clutter. But yeah, I love these open shelves on the kitchen counters, like the little corner here. I put like the plates there and some coffee mugs, and I just love cluttering those up. I think it just makes it feel like more homey and realistic. And then I just put a few of those little snacks. I think those are from the Everyday Clutter kit too. Because I just figured, I don't know, I overly clutter. Like I said, I can't help myself. Um, but I just wanted this kitchen to look like lived in and like, just like a family kitchen, and like, they have everything that, they might need, or they kind of like accumulated things over the years, maybe from their other family members or whatnot. But yeah, I do like the way it came out. And then over here by the window, I am going to put this cute little table. Just in front of the window. It's kind of just like a little breakfast table. I thought it was really cute. Maybe your Sims can just sit there and watch out the back door. I mean, the back window, and like watch the kids play or watch the horse run around or whatnot. I just thought that was a cute thing to put in front of the window. And then in that little corner nook, you'll see I stuck that little chair. I love that swatch, that white swatch with the little yellow flowers. I think it's beautiful. And I'm pretty sure I did that in the parents' bedroom upstairs. I did the bedding, and like I think I did that chair there too. I just love it. I love that swatch. I love that chair. I think it's so cute, and I think it just fit in that corner perfectly. And I put a little table with like a little drinking, um, what do you call it? Whatever it's called. I think it's from Eco Lifestyle. The little tray, drink tray. That's what I was trying to think of. That one's from Eco Lifestyle, and I just like that one because it looks a little bit more clean, a little bit more. I don't know. I just like the glasses on it. I just think that one just looks a lot nicer, and it doesn't look like the other ones look more like an outside kind of tray that you put on like the outside deck, but that one kind of seems like it can go outdoor, indoor. So I like to use that one a lot. And then I was just trying to move my clutter around because the curtains ended up blocking a lot of them. And then I used these little curtains around on the smaller windows, and those are from the Get Together pack. And I think they fit these little windows perfectly, and the brown swatch just works. And then here I am putting these curtains up. They're the same ones I use in the kitchen. But they were glitching because, like I said, I have the door around the windows. So it was trying to clip to like the door and the windows. But eventually I got it, and I was just using them. I wanted them to hide the door. Like I didn't want you to see that door handle or that it was a door and the windows. So I was able to do that. And on the outside, you'll just see like the shutters and stuff. And then on the inside, I hid it enough so you can't even tell. And then, like I said, I put a table in front of it so your Sims aren't going to be able to use it anyway. Um, and then here I use the new fireplace from the Horse Ranch pack, and I use the couch and the chair and that end table and that rocking chair. They're all from the new pack. I absolutely love the furniture that came with this pack. I just think it's beautiful. I think the swatches just go together so well. I do have a little bit of trouble with the wood tones matching. I know people say you don't need to match the wood tones, and I am trying to get over that, but I don't think I ever will. I just, for some reason, I want to match the wood tones as best as I can, as much as I can. And I think that, like, keeps me from putting a lot of things together, and my builds kind of look similar because I don't mix and match as much as I probably should. But I can't help it. But that little end table that I put next to the chair, I can't tell you how much I love that little end table. I believe it came with a free base game update, and I just love that little table. I wish we had more furniture like that. It just fits perfectly. I use it in every room, especially nurseries. I use it a lot in. I just think it's the perfect height and the perfect size, and you could fit it into a lot of like smaller spaces. And I don't know, and I just like the height of it because I feel like some of the tables and the end tables in the game just they seem so tall and they look so awkward when you put them next to something like a couch or a chair. I just don't like it. It looks weird to me. So I love that that one's just kind of shorter and it just kind of sits nicely. So yeah, you'll see me use this one a lot in my game because I love that table. And then over there in the corner, I put that little rocking chair, and I'll end up putting a little crochet or knitting basket next to it. So, whoever can crochet or knit or whatnot. And then over here under the rocking chair, that's the new rug from the new Book Nook kit. And then I put like that little round fuzzy one from the high school pack. And I just thought they looked really cute, just like stacked on top of each other. And it's just like warm and cozy and just like a nice little space to sit and knit or whatever for your Sims. So I just thought that was really cute. And then I put a little thing for the infant to lay in. But now we're moving on to the entranceway. And this room just ended up being so big, and it kind of like bothered me that it was big because it just seemed so much open space. But I just went with it. And then here I'm using the new shelves from the new Horse Ranch pack. And then those shoes are like the shoe rack. I believe they're base game, and you can actually use those and like click on them, and then your Sims can either like put on or take, like you could turn it off, like your Sims can take off their shoes when they go in the house. So if you have that like set to like your Sims taking their shoes off every time they walk in the house, it'll do that interaction. And I believe those are what you use to turn that on and off. But if you raise that, like as you saw, if you raise it to the top where just the top of the rack is showing through, it'll drop down and sit perfectly so it just shows the shoes sitting on that shelf. And I didn't know it was going to do that until I actually like tried it, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's perfect." So, now I've been doing that trick like all the time cuz I just think that's perfect, and they sit in there so nicely. And because those shoes have like little cowboy shoe, like not little, whatever. They have like cowboy shoes and like ones for women and stuff, and it just matches pack perfectly. So I was like, I have to use those shoe racks, and then it just, like I said, it sit perfectly on that. So I was so happy. But yeah, anyway, over here I'm just putting that's a new bench and a new end table from the new pack. And then under the staircase, that shelving, I believe it's from the Desert Luxe kit. And it's kind of, I think, a stone, but it just looks natural, and it kind of just like fits the build. And I feel like this house has so much like natural wood and natural like material that it just fit perfectly in here. So I used that, and there I was just putting like the knitting basket over there. And then I just cluttered it up with a bunch of stuff from like the Everyday Clutter Kit and other stuff, other stuff. I ended up moving stuff around because I wanted to add this like little fish. I wanted to add a little fish, whatever, like a little fish tank. I was gonna put a big one in this build, but it just didn't fit right, so I just put a little one over there. And then that door in the entranceway is actually a downstairs bathroom, but I cut that out because I felt like I didn't need to show that many bathrooms being built. They're kind of just bathrooms. But I will show the upstairs bathroom, so I felt like you guys didn't need to sit through me building the downstairs bathroom. It's pretty simple. It's just, I used all the new items, the new shower, the new, no, I didn't use the new tub. I just used the new shower, the new sink. Yeah, that was it, because I couldn't fit the tub. So yeah. I just used the shower and the sink from the new pack. And obviously we didn't get a new toilet or anything. And I think I put that new shelf unit that came with the bathroom that has like bathroom items on it. I put that in there too. But yeah, it's just a bathroom. It's not a big deal. And then here I'm just adding some pictures and decor. And then I had this little space over here in the corner and I didn't know what to do with it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put a pet bed there because I added like a pet bowl. And then at the end of the build, I don't know if I showed it or not, but I ended up putting more pet beds in like the kids' bedroom and the parents' bedroom or something, or in the hallway. But I just felt like in case you wanted like a big dog in your build, like this was like the perfect little spot to put like a big dog bed in. So yeah, I just did that. So like, if you have a dog, you could put them, they can go lay down over here or whatnot. And then I wanted to use one of those cute pictures from the cats and dogs pack with like the dog in the picture, but the color tones just looked weird in this room, so I didn't end up going with that. I just used one of these like crocheted or machete. What do you call that? I forget what the word is. Macrame, I think is the word. I could be wrong. Please, if I'm wrong, don't crucify me in the comments. But like that hanging thing from the new pack, I think it's so pretty and I love it as a decor item. So I use that. I think I use it upstairs a couple times too. But yeah, here is the upstairs bathroom. So it's 2 bathrooms. And the house is for like 5 Sims. So I did like 1 parent bedroom, 1 nursery, and then this room behind the bathroom. I made it for like twins. So you could fit like 5 Sims in this build, and then I guess if you have horses and dogs, like your family's gonna be full pretty fast. But I do know I use MC Command Center, so if I want to like raise my family threshold, I can. But if you don't play with mods, I think you can only have 8 Sims in a household. So it gets kind of hard, and I know people are like, why are horses part of the family? I get it. I do. I don't know if I would prefer them to not be, or if they were. Like, I honestly couldn't tell you either way. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess because EA wants you to be able, but you can't even control them. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel on that. Let me know how you feel on that. Do you wish horses were not part of the family household so you can fit more Sims, or do you not care? Like, how do you feel about that? But yeah, here I'm just decorating the bathroom, and this was a new shelf we got, like a new clothes hanging shelf from the pack, and I just hung some clothes on there, and I decided next to the shower, it was kind of hidden behind it, so I put a washer and dryer. Because I don't know, when I can add laundry to a build, I do. I know some people don't want laundry in The Sims, and some people didn't even buy that pack because they don't want their Sims to have to do real life tasks like laundry, but I like it. I like adding that to my builds, and when I can, I do add like a washer and dryer and laundry in my build. So yeah, I just kind of hid that behind the shower, so it's not like, noticeable in your face. And then I put some laundry baskets, and I thought it was really cute next to like that hanging clothes thing. So like, maybe like they wash their clothes and then they hang them up to dry or whatnot. I just thought that like fit perfectly. And this bathroom was so big that I was just trying to come up with anything to like fill up space. But I think it worked. And then yeah, I did like a double sink, and then yeah, I mean I cluttered it up a lot. Like obviously, I'm gonna clutter it. But yeah, as you can see right now, the doors upstairs are black. I ended up changing them to a white swatch, just to match the bedrooms. But I don't think I did that in the speed build. So in the screenshots, you'll see that the doors end up being white. But that's okay, because it just kind of blends in with everything else. I think this build was very black and white. I think I didn't do much color in here. And then here I was just changing the paint on the ceilings because that came with a new update. But for some reason, over the dining room, it would not let me. Like, I could not change the ceiling swatch over the dining room. Don't know why. I don't know if it was me, if it was the game, if it was because of the beams. If anybody knows why, please let me know. But I couldn't do it. I tried. I cut it all out. I tried for like 10 minutes and it wouldn't work. Um but yeah, here I'm moving on to the nursery, and then I used the crib and the changing table. I think those all came growing together, but that's the crib that you can change into a toddler bed. Like if your Sims have a handiness skill, like high handiness skill, they can convert the crib into a toddler bed. So I wanted to use that one, so this way you didn't have to like go into build by and like get another one and get rid of the crib. Like you could just do that. I thought it was easier. Um, but yeah, so I use this is a very blue room. Right now I have the wallpaper. That wallpaper is from the Parenthood pack. And it's super cute. I really did like the fish on it. But when I was decorating this room, I went more like farm kind of, and I did a lot of sheep and like I wanted to use this rug. I think I'm going to put it here. Not this one. Well, the one with the sheep I wanted to use. It was so cute. But I used that big rug. I'm pretty sure it was from Parenthood too, and it has the clouds on it. And I just loved that rug. I thought it was beautiful, and I thought it matched everything in this room. This rug right here. And I wanted to use the new ceiling paint that has the clouds on it that came with like the update. And that rug just matched the ceiling paint perfectly. I just thought, like right here, you'll see I was trying to match them up, and I was like, oh my god, that's perfect. But the wallpaper just wasn't working for me. I didn't really want to use the fish anymore, so I use the same. It's the same wallpaper. It's from Parenthood, but it's a different swatch right here, and I don't know if those are bubbles, but to me they look like clouds. So I was like, perfect. It matches the ceiling. It matches the rug. It's perfect. I'm using this swatch, and I love how it turned out. I actually think it turned out adorable. And then I put like the little cloud stickers on the wall with like the little tree with the birds. I just thought it came out so cute. I really did love this nursery. And I was really happy with it. And then I put the little infant. I put another one of those little infant play mats in there. I wish that those play mats came with some neutral tones, because they're adorable. Don't get me wrong. I love the swatches on them. I think they're so cute. But sometimes you're going with a theme and you just don't have one that matches. Especially when I'm putting them in a living room. I'm like, oh, some of these just don't work in a living room. Like they just look weird. But I thought for this room, like the frog just matched the best because it had the most blue in it. So I just went with the frog one. I mean, I know I took the fish out and I like wasn't going with the water theme, but I just felt like that color swatch just matched the best with the room, so I just kind of left it and went with it. But I really, really wish they gave us those play mats with a neutral tone. But here, I'm just adding some shelving. So I did change the doors to white. But yeah, I'm just changing. I just added some shelving in here. Those are from the high school pack, I believe. But I wanted to have some cute, like, built-in shelving storage in this room because I figured, like, the parents put, like, extra diapers, extra wipes, extra, like, bath items for the baby. Like, they just keep it in here for the baby to use. So I thought that was really cute, and it kind of just, like, filled up the wall. And it just worked as, like, a storage thing. So yeah, and then I put one of those little diaper things. I believe that's base game, the little diaper holder next to it. And then I was trying to figure out what to put above the storage, and I really liked the cute little dog, because I figured maybe this family has a dog, so they would give their kid like a dog stuffed animal. But when I shrunk it down, it had a weird shadow behind it, so I was like, oh, how am I going to cover it? So I took this new, this is one of the, it's like a it's in the pictures, but it kind of looks like a poster to me. And it had like the little like barn in the background with like the little water. So I kind of just strategically placed that dog like between the two. Like the dog was sitting like in the background. I thought that was really cute. So yeah, that's why I did this. And then now I'm moving on to the twins room. So this room is very pink because I really wanted to use these new bed swatches. With the little unicorns on them. I think it's so cute. I love those swatches, and I knew I wanted to use them. So yeah, I used the wallpaper from the pastel pop kit, which has the little strawberries on it, and I thought the colors just worked really well, and it just went like really well with the bed. And then I used the new dollhouse right there that came with the new pack, and it like filled up this corner like perfectly. And I used it in yellow because I figured like the bedding had a yellow swatch in it and everything. And I don't know, this room, it took me a while to get all the colors to work, but I think it came out really, really cute. I guess I think no, I use those. I might have changed. I think I changed the wallpaper color. I'm not sure. Because I was getting kind of like frustrated that the wood on the bed was so yellow. Like the wood on the bed was what was throwing me off. I love the bedding swatches with the unicorns, but for some reason the wood on the bed, I just didn't like that it was like that yellowy tone. I wish it was white. But either way, I ended up changing the flooring to carpet because I felt like the floor was just like not working with like the wood tones on the furniture. So I felt like if I changed the flooring to carpet, it kind of just like it like didn't make your eye like weird. I don't know. It did, like my eyes were like, oh, that does not like when I was looking at the flooring and the furniture, it just did not look right to me, and I didn't. It was just like throwing me off. So when I changed it to carpet, it kind of just like blended it in. So yeah, and that carpet I believe is also from the Pastel Pop Kit. It's like that fuzzy one, and I figured it was a kid's bedroom, so who cares if it's carpet? I mean, people put carpet in kids' bedrooms, so why not? And then I just used these open shelvings from the new pack, and then I hung the clothes up. Um, I forget what pack those clothes came from. But they have like little kids' clothes and they're like hanging, so I put those in there because I thought they were cute, and I put like the little pink dresses and stuff because I thought it just matched perfectly. And then yeah, I just changed the dresser, like those, the hanging clothes thing, and the desk to the same wood tone as the bed, so that way it all went together and it all matched. So that way it wasn't like it didn't look as bad. And then over here, I really wanted to use one of these puppet show things again. I really like doing that in kids' bedrooms and then putting like little chairs in front as like a little show thing. But the color swatches on it just weren't working for me. I didn't like the way they looked. So I decided to do one of these little art desks over here instead because I figured maybe one of the twins is very artistic. They like to draw and stuff. And then, yeah, over here I stuck this little, we have a little decal. I think that's base game too, and it's a little pink unicorn. And I thought that was so cute. I had to put that like by the desk and just have it like stuck to the wall. And then I did those cute little hamsters, which is like one of those like measuring things that you put on the wall so your kids can like measure how tall they got. But I thought it was so cute because it had the little strawberries on it. And I was like, that matches the wallpaper. So I had to use those too. It was just so cute. This room, I think, just turned out adorable. But then, yeah, over the art desk, I put a bunch of like those hand drawn pictures. I think those came with the Growing Together pack too, but they're like one of those hidden objects, so you have to use like the cheat to get them to come up. But I just love using those over a desk. And now we're moving on to the parents' bedroom. I know I rambled. But I just love, I think the kids' bedrooms just came out adorable. And honestly, I think this parent bedroom came out beautiful too. I love the way the bedrooms came out in this build. I don't know, I just love them. And I love that swatch. Like I said, since I used that chair downstairs, I knew I wanted to use it upstairs here. So I put it in the parents' bedroom and I made the bed, like I used the bed swatch on one of the new beds that matches. And I just thought it came out perfectly. And all the colors just kind of blend. And it's very neutral in here, but I think it's very calming. And I did this like a little book corner over here under the windows because I just thought it looked really nice. And I figured like I put the little stack of books over there and I put a little coffee mug on it because I figured maybe one of the parents, this is like their sanctuary and they come up here and they just like sit in the corner and they read their favorite books. And, you know, just to get away from the kids for a while, this is like their quiet space. So I just wanted this room to look very warm and cozy and just kind of like a hidden oasis for the parents. Like this is where they come to like get away and relax, you know? So that's why I was going with this, and I put a lot of candles, and I put a little low light because I figured I wanted this, like I said, to look just nice and cozy. And then over there on the end table, I believe those are debugged too, or like the hidden, like lockable items that you have to get when your horse like levels up those awards, but I just unlocked them and stuck them on there because I thought they looked nice. So we're just gonna go with your Sims very good at horse riding, and they got them. But yeah, now we're moving on to the outside hallway, and this outside thing was so big, and I was like, I kind of really want to give them like a nectar maker, because I figured like maybe the Sims, like one of your Sims in the household is not like a very good nectar maker yet, but they really want to get into it and like try their hand at it. So I gave them this like little closed off room upstairs, and I just kind of like walled it off but put like a door, like an archway to get in there. And like this is kind of like their, like they added this addition to their upstairs and they put this nectar maker in because they want to try to get into making nectar and stuff like that. But like I made it look like it was kind of like they added this on to the upstairs. So I thought that was cute, and it kind of gives you a way to do nectar making in here too. So I was trying to give like all the activities from the new pack. Like I wanted to try to get everything in here, and I was able to fit like the stand-up piano in there, this landing area too, because I figured like maybe one of them is musical and they like to play the piano. These Sims are just very gifted. Like they could do a lot. They can play the piano, they can make nectar, they read a lot of books, like they have horses, like they're just very well-rounded Sims in this house. But I just love giving a bunch of activities and things for your Sims to do. And then I stuck one of those little tents over there in the corner, and I changed it because we have two farming swatches, but that swatch on the tent is like a black and white, like it looks like a colored type of tent, and I just thought that was really cute, and I like that swatch, and it just matched everything in this room, and I was trying to go with like that black and white coloring. So yeah, I did that, and like there's so many activities for the kids to do in each room and like out here, and I figured like this was like a beautiful area for the family to just get together and just like, I don't know, play piano and dance and just have a good time. Like this upstairs area was just so big. I was just literally trying to find anything to fill in the space. But I think it came out really cute, and I think it came out really pretty, and it's just like really nice. And I just put like these little plants above the piano. Those are from Growing Together too. And then I just put like a little thing from like a piece of holly from like the holiday pack above it, just to kind of like fill in the middle. And then like I said, I'm just adding some pet beds to the bedrooms for the animals. And then out here I'm just changing up the swatch of the walkway. But that's really it for the build. So if you guys like it, please like and subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same.